Hello and welcome to another cooking class by Sabbatical Lake. My name is Norman and this is my wife Denise.
Hello.
And what we're going to do today is demonstrate two of our favorite foods in one recipe. And that comes out to be a smoothie waffle. This is something that we just came up with and actually tastes really, really good.
Well, what did it taste like, Norman, to you this morning when you tasted it?
I ate it kind of fast, but it tasted, you could taste the fruit in it, and it was really good. The consistency was nice.
Kind of remind me of the Eggo waffle, blueberry waffles that they make. That's frozen. It's very good. In fact, it's even better than that. It's more a thicker, heavier consistency, so it stays in your stomach. Oops, excuse me, stomach longer. Very good, delicious.
It's very filling. I only had two of them, but I really wanted to have more, but two was actually sufficient. One of the things that we want to do is, when we cook this recipe, is make it as healthy as possible. So we want to avoid GMO foods. Anything that's GMO, we don't want to put in our bodies. This is also a very simple recipe. It's not complex. There's not a whole lot of ingredients. And guess what? There are no eggs in it. There's no baking powder in it, which is unusual because when you think of waffles or anything raised, you think of eggs and some sort of baking powder or baking soda. But those things we don't use in our recipes. This is a plant-based recipe that is good for you.
And better for you. Tastes better.
And so we'll start out. We decided to use triple berry fruit mix, and you can buy this at any supermarket. And this mix has blueberries and strawberries and raspberries, and we're using a cup of that mix, and we're going to put that in the blender.
Does it matter if it's frozen or fresh?
It doesn't matter. It can be frozen, it can be fresh, it can be fresh off the, that would be great actually, fresh off the vine, you know.
And you can use any type of fruit, really. You know, any type of fruit that if you have, pick strawberries, blueberries during the seasons, you can just add them in. Or any kind of fruit that you freeze yourself. Use any, you can be creative in making this recipe.
You could even use dried fruit, such as dates, apricots, but you would want to maybe soak them overnight and then use them that way, or however you want. We're also going to add half a banana to this recipe. Now, I like bananas. Most people like bananas. I would like to put more in it, but if you put too much banana in this mixture, when you make your waffles, they're going to be very gooey and dense. So we just put it in there just actually to make it use it as a flavoring. The next thing we're going to add in there is some what's called very vanilla soy milk. You can use almond milk. You can use whatever type of milk you want. We just decided to use very vanilla. And we've got 1 cup of very vanilla. We're also going to use 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, which Denise will just eyeball.
Eyeball it.
That's a big tablespoon, but I don't mind that at all.
It's sweeter.
That tastes good.
Yes.
All right. And we're also going to have 2 tablespoons of raw almonds and 2 tablespoons of raw sunflower seeds as well. And a half a teaspoon of salt.
Be very careful sometimes. I know one time I was pouring the salt in my over the blender, and I kind of did it too much. It kind of was too salty. But
so what we're going to do now is blend this together. We have other ingredients that we want to add there, but we are blending this amount of soy milk with the nuts so that the nuts get blended up, because if you have too much in there, your nuts won't get blended up properly.
now we're going to start blending. First we start on low. slow blending it so we can, get everything mixed up, and then you can gradually blend up higher. And so we have our mixture now.
Now we're going to add oats. We need 1 3/4 cups of quick oats. And we're going to add the 1/2 cup of soy milk. And we're going to continue to blend that until it gets smooth, and that will be our batter.
As you're blending this, you may have to stop, take off the top, because the oatmeal kind of gets stuck around the edges. And I know you probably can't see this, but just take your spatula and bring it towards the middle so the rest of the oats can be mixed together completely. And the oats really gives it a nice thick texture for the batter. It's nice and smooth, the batter. It was very colorful. Well, light purple is pretty color. And what we're going to do now is pour this into our waffle maker. Is it on?
Well, it's warming up, so we can still pour it on there, and it'll get hot, and we'll have it ready. You can see a beautiful purple color here, but once it's cooked, you'll be surprised to see that it actually doesn't look purple at all. And this recipe will make about 6 waffles. More over here?
Yeah, just a little bit more over here.
Some right there.
Yeah.
Right in
That's
here.
about right there. About it. Okay.
All right.
Now, there. Okay.
There you go. And then once this waffle iron gets warmed up, we'll just close this, and we'll show you what the finished product looks like. We've got a plate with nothing on it except orange slices. And then we have one here that has the same fruit mix that we use to blend our batter with some oranges. And there is maple syrup on here already. And these are really delicious. They're good for you, simple and quick, and nutritious.
I was wondering, how long do you cook those waffles once you start?
Well, they usually take about 6 minutes, depending on your waffle iron. This one here usually takes only about 6 minutes. It doesn't take very long. And you have beautiful, square, brown, crunchy waffles that taste very good. And that's it for the smoothie waffles. Enjoy.
Thank you.